8 months after the Anti-Monitor's attack, Hawkgirl and Earth 2's Superman find Wonder Woman's body in space, surviving the destruction of Earth-43 due to her immortality. They bring her to the satellite, explaining that the Monitor's death released cosmic energy into the satellite, giving them the power to transport the surviving Earths and their suns into a dimension called the Bleed. This move saved Earth-1 from annihilation, but the Bleed has different laws of physics, leading to daily natural disasters and the appearance of beings from various points in time, stretching the resources to the limit. Meanwhile, Batman, exposed to Scarecrow's fear gas during the battle with Nazi soldiers, recalls an old man telling him to return to a time before the beginning. He now realizes that this man was a dying Flash. Dr. Fate confirms Batman's theory that the key to resolving the crisis lies before the multiverse's creation. Stewart shares that Constantine claimed to be from that time, prompting Batman, Fate, Stewart, and Wonder Woman to leave the satellite in search of Constantine. Lex Luthor from Earth-10 arrives on the satellite with a dire warning. The Anti-Monitor has breached the Bleed. The cosmic villain has already annihilated Earth-146 and Earth-2, leaving the heroes scrambling for a solution. As the dust settles, Question and Earth-1's Lois Lane uncover a shocking truth. Luthor himself had revealed the Bleed's location to the Anti-Monitor in exchange for the survival of Earth-10. Luthor, however, justifies his actions by explaining that he and his team of villains from Earth-10 realized that life in the Bleed was unsustainable. To ensure their survival, they captured and tortured Psycho Pirate, forcing him to make contact with the Anti-Monitor. Luthor's ultimate plan was not mere survival, but to lure the Anti-Monitor into the Bleed, where they could study its weaknesses, find a way to kill it, and then safely return to their own universe. After sacrificing Earth AD to observe the Anti-Monitor's powers firsthand, Luthor proposes a risky strategy. Earth-1's Superman could absorb the energy of all the Earth's suns and channel it into a blast powerful enough to destroy the Anti-Monitor. Despite knowing the fatal consequences of such an act, Superman agrees, only for Supergirl to step forward, determined to take his place, still burdened by the guilt of the Monitor's death. As they return to the universe, the heroes are joined by a newly formed Green Lantern Corps and Martian Manhunter, who commands the War World. Together, they launch an assault, weakening the Anti-Monitor with Warworld's energy blasts. In a final act of heroism, Supergirl sacrifices herself to destroy the Anti-Monitor, leaving her cousin, Superman, heartbroken and grieving her loss. Meanwhile, Batman, Wonder Woman, Dr. Fate, and Constantine return to the satellite, having restored Constantine's memories using Fate's magic. They reveal a grim tale. Constantine's Earth was devastated by Darkseid. Desperate to undo the damage, Constantine instructed his Earth's Flash to travel back in time and kill Darkseid when he was still a vulnerable child. However, Darkseid was a fixed point in the universe, and his death fractured the universe into two halves instead of saving Constantine's Earth. This created a dual reality, one with Darkseid and one without him. Since then, the multiverse has been fracturing infinitely at similar decision points, overwhelming reality itself. The Anti-Monitor was born as a cosmic immune response, seeking to eliminate excess universes to prevent the multiverse from collapsing entirely. As an army of Anti-Monitors descends upon the satellite, the devastation begins. Earth after Earth falls, including Earth 508, Earth 12, Earth 2003, and Earth 10. Meanwhile, the surviving heroes and villains rally together on the War World, desperately seeking a solution. Constantine proposes a bold and unprecedented plan to fuse the entire multiverse into a single monoverse that reality could withstand. Batgirl recalls the existence of the Miracle Machine, a powerful device that Supergirl had hidden away in a pocket dimension before her death. With time running out, Nightshade uses her powers to teleport the Miracle Machine to the War World. However, the machine requires an immense amount of energy to function. Without hesitation, Wonder Woman steps forward and sacrifices herself, channeling her life force into the machine to generate the energy needed to create the monoverse. As the machine activates, reality begins to reshape itself, merging countless universes into one. The Spectre watches over the scene as the assembled heroes and villains, now united by the singular purpose, prepare to step into their new unified reality. Yet, not all are willing to accept this outcome. Question, steadfast in his principles, refuses to enter what he deems a false reality. Despite the threat of retribution for his role in ending the multiverse, Constantine braces himself for the Spectre's judgment. However, instead of delivering justice, the Spectre offers Constantine hope, a glimmer of mercy in the midst of cosmic upheaval. As the Spectre departs, Constantine faces a pivotal choice. Though tempted to join the others in the monoverse, he ultimately decides against it. Instead, he chooses to follow the Spectre into an uncertain destiny, leaving the newly formed universe behind. In this newly created monoverse, a young Diana of Themyscira plays innocently on a cliff top. Her mother, Hippolyta, watches over her with concern, gently urging her daughter to step away from the edge, reminding her that even princesses are not immortal. Part 3 tries to convey the immense burden these heroes carry, not just for every world, but also for their own past mistakes and fears. However, Supergirl's arc feels rushed and lacks emotional depth, turning her story into a series of required plot points rather than a meaningful journey. The filmmakers clearly aim for a powerful story, as reflected in the somber score, which underscores the characters' grim realization of their dire situation. Unfortunately, the film's scattered focus prevents any scene from having the necessary impact. A significant death near the end gets lost in the jumble of underexplained characters and concepts, making Part 3 a disappointing adaptation that diminishes enthusiasm for future DC animated movies. Visually, the film is a letdown, with overly polished animation that strips away the emotional depth and intensity of the characters and their worlds, leaving them feeling flat and unengaging. The animation lacks the raw emotional impact that could have been achieved by taking inspiration from the expressive style of George Perez's comic panels. Despite having many chances to deliver spectacular visuals, the movie fails to utilize these opportunities, especially during the climactic battles against the Anti-Monitor. While several heroes, including Supergirl, step up to face this powerful enemy, the script doesn't fully deliver on the potential of a dramatic Supergirl versus Anti-Monitor showdown, although it comes close. Thank you very much for watching the whole video. And if you have a movie or TV show that you want us to cover, just comment it down below. We'll make a video of it in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our playlist for more recaps.